7-7 game at halftime, quickly became a 24-7 advantage for the Fighting Irish in the second half, but Northwestern wouldn't quit. They came back offensively, and Notre Dame helped them by having a punt blocked that ultimately led to a Northwestern touchdown. But Notre Dame holds on for a 31-21 victory over the Wildcats. They moved to 9-0. It certainly wasn't pretty every step of the way. Notre Dame ended up statistically really outgaining Northwestern by more than 200 yards. But, I think we kind of expected it would be a battle. But once Notre Dame went up 24-7, you expect to put that team away.
Yeah, I think that was just a disappointment that they didn't absolutely run away with Northwestern because they really had them down. They could have stepped under their throats. And it's okay to punt because the D was just playing very well at that point in the second half. But that is the type of mistake you just don't want to see a Notre Dame team have when they're trying to surge in November. And look, the offense clicked in the second half, the defense clicked in the second half, and then I know that you say that it's one mistake, but there were more than one mistake on special teams, and you can't let that bite you in the home stretch.
Yeah, well, special teams has really been the biggest problem of all this year, and Notre Dame really struggled running the football against Northwestern. I don't know that we're shocked by that because we knew that Northwestern's front was good. Ian Book, man, he had an off game. He had 12 incompletions and only completed like 65% of his passes, but ended up getting really hot in the second half. They spread the field a little bit, used the entire width of the field. Chase Claypool, I think that's 2 games in a row where he's been a real warrior. He's been great in yards after the catch, and that was something that he emphasized after the game.
They're fighting for yards after the catch. He said it, but you could see it beforehand. Claypool is a very tough tackle when he has just about a yard and he catches it and he gets to full speed quickly. Fink always fights for yards. He doesn't have the physical makeup of Claypool to rip through them. Michael Young came through for the receivers today. You could see Miles Boykin that touchdown catch looked incredible to me from our vantage point. I'm going to like to see it on replay, but it looked like he just went up and got it at its highest point. The receivers are really coming along. I am concerned that I know Northwestern has a solid defensive front, that the offensive line struggled that much running the ball. Ian Book had their best runs today, and yeah, you hate to look ahead, but you say, you know what? When you get a defense or an offense that can complement a defensive line like that, maybe that is the Notre Dame. That's the other weakness you said along with special teams.
Well, if Florida State has any interest in playing next week,
they
may not, they are really good against the run. But Notre Dame, it's shocking to look at the stat sheet and see that Northwestern only had 249 yards total offense. I think it felt like more than that. Isaiah Bowser has been a difference maker for them, a running back. He's a real bull and very difficult to bring down. Drew Tranquill had no business putting himself in position to play this game, but he fought through it, and he was productive. I think I tweeted out before the game, boy, he doesn't look very good. It's hard for me to imagine him being effective. He didn't play a lot, but when he did, he was effective and was around the football. And that's leadership, and that's the kind of leadership you need on the road in November.
I think if we ask Clark Lee, he will have even had a better game than we knew because, look, they put him in the nickel and dime situations, probably because they can't really trust a backup to be in such high leverage situations where Drew Tranquill can communicate to people and help things. He made a couple plays in the nickel where he stopped them on third down with tackles. You'd love to see him get healthy in 2 weeks because you're going to have a lot of those nickel-dime situations against Syracuse. But, boy, kudos to him because it gives the team a lift. And it's just I can't imagine having that. He's carted from the field and booted, and he's out there making plays the next week. It's remarkable.
We joked that we tried to declare him out for the game. We thought that there was evidence that was saying that he wasn't going to play, but he absolutely refused to be sidelined and worked his way in there. Not easy for Notre Dame, but it is a November win, which is something that Notre Dame has had great difficulty getting. They move on. They're 9-0 with a 31-21 victory over Northwestern.